Hello, how is everybody doing? I thought you might like a little look around our collection, and we're going to start on this wall here, which is the feature wall, which features mainly Blu-ray and CD. So we are constantly looking at this collection. We've made several purges over the last year or two, getting rid of DVDs particularly, and some Blu-rays to the likes of CEX, charity shops. Collectors out there will know that you're not going to get a lot of money from CEX for your old collection. The best tip really is to check online to see what they're worth. Don't go down with carrier bags full of them, and you'll find they're just worth a penny each to CEX. But there are some kills to be made depending on the film. Worth checking out anyway. Charity shops, obviously, you just dump them on them, and we've got rid of quite a lot, a good 200 or 300 DVDs to charity shops recently, and it's helped. But this is the feature wall, as I said. These are the ones that made the cut. It's constantly evolving, and we'll have a closer look at it now. So at the top here we've got the special editions, the pricey stuff. They're up here really because they don't fit into the normal size shelves below them. There's my Father Karras Exorcist Funko Pop there, sitting right in the middle of things. First few along here are pretty much all horror. I'm sure you recognise a lot of them. And the rest of the top shelf here is a general A to Z. Finishing off with the Bond box set right at the end. And coming down one shelf, we start with an A to Z of horror. We're going to get up one day and this little bugger will have broken through the glass and there'll be a xenomorph loose in the house. Just recently we had all the Hammer films in one spot together, and we've changed that now and fed them into just the normal A to Z. Whether you would do that yourself or not, I don't know. I'm kind of missing it now. We've only just changed it and I'm already missing it. We might put all the Hammers back together again at some point. There's a good example there with all the Frankenstein films together. Not all Hammer, of course. Tell me in the comments if you like what you would do. I'm sure a lot of you out there have got a lot of Hammer films. Do you keep them all together, or are they just in an A to Z in your collection? I'll not spend too much time on this, but just to give you an idea of what we've got. This is the last row of the horrors. Our physical media buying has dropped off considerably since I took retirement and finished working at HMV. I do miss that 30% discount. That was wonderful. But we did buy a lot of crap. Some horrendous horrors over the years. And we finally made a decision to get rid of them. You might be looking at some of these and thinking, well, they're crap. But, you know, they're our crap, and we do love them. Just finish up on the NT with a wonderful Christopher Lee box set, which does contain some crap, but it's a fantastic set. We have kept the Ray Harryhausen films all together, and that's those there. More Harryhausen here, but these are the DVDs. And then we move on eventually to a general A to Z of DVD horror. Got Saw 4 here, and I've just discovered that it's stopped doing its little bit of magic. Nope, it's not having it. Nope. Well, the saw still spins, but Jigsaw's voice is gone now from this. It did say, "Oh yes, there will be blood," but it's years gone by, it's finally knackered. Never mind. Back to the Blu-rays, and here's just a very brief look at the A to Z of general films. Skyfall reminds me of any random CEX you go into, because they usually have about 20 copies of Skyfall in any given CEX shop. It always makes me laugh, but I'm easily pleased. Let's drop down. And that concludes the A to Z. And also on this featured wall, we've got a selection of Funko Pops. This is the Hitchcock set. It's really nice. And some general horror Funkos there. And above the bigger special editions, even more horror. And at the bottom end of this wall, it's CDs. Again, I've got hundreds more of these things, but I've totally ran out of room. And again, these are the ones that made the final cut. And there's this standalone section, which is mainly box sets, CD box sets. Some lovely stuff here. And finishing off with some music Funko Pops. And these recent purchases here, which is Metallica. And over here in the dark corner we have a TV section. Starting off with the Jerry Anderson stuff there at the top. Bit of a cartoony area here. This section's a mix of Blu-ray and DVD, mainly DVD. Wouldn't get rid of any of these. These have never been under consideration for CEX or anything like that. But just to give you a general look at what we've got. We always want more, of course, but that's normal. And on the very top shelf we've got a little bit of a Jaws area here. And right here we've got Top Cat and Danger Mouse. And a few more Funkos along the top. Guess the characters. And finally on the wall, these are the Warner Brothers Funkos. A nice framed Looney Tunes collection there, love that. And more Tisha Adams. This general area is TV, collectibles, a lot of Scooby here, Batman TV series here, and just underneath we've got a bit of a Shaun the Sheep shrine. 66-year-old and Shaun the Sheep's one of the best things in my life. You can draw your own conclusions there. This is one of my favourite shelves. It's completely made up of Universal horror characters. And a more general horror section here. Exorcist, of course. We've got quite a bit there. And Christopher Lee's Dracula in the background. And there's Annabelle. Do not open. And this shelf is mainly Alien and Predator figures. Another one behind the glass there that could break out at any point. And down at the bottom, more of a general horror section. A little dark at the back, but I'm sure you can pick them out. And the bigger ones are relegated to the floor, but I think they look good down here. Leatherface there. And Michael Myers. And right in the corner, that's Ash from the Evil Dead. One final section here, which is back to Funkos again, and these are all Bond related. You wouldn't think I used to hate Funko Pops when they first came out, but I grew to love them. And lastly, a small section of our TV and music and film books. Would never get rid of any of these. Never. And finally, a shout out to my mate, Mr. Mike Jones, who's written 2 books on Laurel and Hardy. There they are. Sean gets everywhere. He's even on the windowsills. At the top of these shelves, a little bit of an Iron Maiden hangout here. And this is Alison's little shrine to Edgar Allan Poe. Sean's slippers, I hear you say? Yeah, you'd be right. So there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little look around the collection. Please leave comments. Always like to hear what people think. And don't rob us, please. This collection was built up over quite a period of time. Wouldn't want to lose any of it now. Oh, and the Sean slippers, by the way, I only wear them on special occasions. Thanks for watching. Bye.